Hello and welcome to episode 42 of my informative playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Now, we just killed Kargad as part of Ekun's quest, although obviously you kill him anyway, regardless of whether you have Ekun with you. It's just more satisfying to bring him here, and it means that there are less issues if you do something he doesn't particularly like. Did it once with sunlight, although that's so fiddly that our leopard ate a couple of difficult hits and died seconds before Kargad turned to stone, and I did it regularly, which is so much easier. That is such a fiddly thing to do that I can't imagine wanting to do it that way unless you were desperate for the achievement or just to see how it works. Anyway, if we progress up the left-hand path here, we meet Cobalt Artist, and I believe it was mentioned that Kobold had artists painting the walls. We can have a chat. And an old kobold sits in front of a wall. He's covered in something akin to a blend of tar and rancid mud-coloured filth. And he grabs a handful of paint and smears it on the wall. Yes, so it seems that he is painting the wall with crap. I think that's a nice way to say it. Leonti there interjects that it's better than what King Iravetti likes. And yes, so we've got this huge kobold striking a heroic pose, and lots of little kobolds all around. Yeah, hey, buddy, can you hear us? And he's a bit out of it as he's making this painting. Try again, and all he says basically is referring to this as Tartuk. Every time I hear Tartuk, I feel the need to vomit. Thanks, Jubilost. Anyway, we can ask him to tell us more, and he doesn't do anything. Likewise here. So we can take this. We can attack. We can leave, or we can we can be nice and leave. Anyway, let's pick this chaotic good option, and that's it.
Just letting the ink dry.
Just do that, and if we come over into the corner here, we can spot this, and then if we come in here, there's a couple more things to spot. One, and hopefully we'll get this one up here too. There we go.
Anything else?
So this is quite nice because it's got a frost greatsword in it. It's both valuable and quite nice if you had somebody who could use greatswords.
Applause, please.
This is the Cypress Queen's Goblet. So this is a story artifact, first of a new set, I believe, of 5, and some minor things, which we will sell, and some agate. There we go.
The dangers don't frighten me.
I'm just going to make sure we are arranged correctly. There we go. We should probably move around there so we can both attack. Poor old kobolds don't really stand a chance anymore. One shot by a wolf and a leopard, or by dog and cat. And again, this one here, slightly harder up here because we've got a couple of trolls, but because we've got this heroism, because we've got this good hope, things aren't as hard as you might think. Going to all come in.
I'll share my path.
And let's. What's your AC at the moment, kitty cat? 41. Still good.
Who will prevail?
I grant you death.
Still a chance to be hit. And it's.
Stand down.
I thought I gave you a crossbow. Harem. Okay. And let's take down this one as well. Branded trolls are the worst. It's demoralized and dead. And it's Ekun doing most of the work here. There's something here we can spot. Yep. And There we go. So this is quite nice. The Torx pendant. Scroll of Light Wounds, not so.
How cute!
Not so much because, well, it doesn't heal very much. We can go down here, but we kind of lack the keys at the moment to use this. This is heading down into the lower level. What we're instead going to do, let's have a little look in here, and hopefully we'll spot this.
My search was not in vain.
And hopefully we'll disarm it. And we get one of the better items in the
Anything else?
game, actually. This, which is Devourer of Metal. Yep. And this is an oversized composite longbow. It does 2d6 damage, and it also does 2d6 acid damage on top of that, which is a ridiculous 5 to 25 damage. So we're immediately going to give this to Ekundayo, and this is one of the reasons why he just rips through the troll fort, because it causes acid damage. We've been struggling along with a bit of acid splash, but with that, there's just no competition at all, and we can give Melly the lucky longbow, meaning that on the rare chance that she might crit with one attempt per round, she'll do ×4 damage, which is pretty respectable, and she's almost leveled up here. So yeah, another Torx pendant. So that is the #1 reason for bringing Ekundayo or another person capable of using longbows to high effect, because as we'll see, it means that he sort of takes one shot, and whoever he's shot is dead, just like that. I will demonstrate in the next little encounter, but we're running all the way around here because we want to go. There's a matching door here that we want to go down.
This is my time to shine.
Got troll hounds, so let's just
Cannot
do the
hide from
demonstration.
me.
Like that. 20 and 32, that's 50 damage in a single hit. 52
This will
damage.
hurt. You offend me.
And yeah, it's why I sort of say that Ekun's too good to have in your party, because it's just like, are we really gonna just
share my
rip
path.
through everything?
Applause, please.
Potion of Heroism. If for some reason somebody doesn't have access to someone to cast Heroism on them, it's nice to have a scroll.
I'm open to your orders.
Let's see whether we can. So we got troll hounds here, and there should be another troll up there.
Clever ploy.
So if we target the troll, we can hopefully just take him down here as well. Dog took a hit. Not quite. Problem with
Primitives.
the branded ones. There we go.
Repent.
I mean, that stack of damage is enough to, fight through most things. Is you're in like silly season for the for your damage if you break Ekun. Of course, if you don't have him and you don't have anyone who can use that bow, which I remember from my first playthrough of this, this battle, this whole area, this whole troll fort was like being in hell. And this is a really nice view out the side, such as it is in a game like this. Shows that we're quite high up.
Applause, please.
And we'll take everything but the supplies.
Uh-huh.
And this road here, this might be a reference to the dwarf road that this fortress is overlooking. We'll skin some more hounds. How's our doggo doing? Yeah, he's okay. So just go.
Serves you right.
We'll just see
Will they ever learn?
what we can do about that troll there. There we go. I do like the ranged heavy party because there's something just quite satisfying about sending in lots and lots of attacks per round from lots and lots of people. And when you're ranged, I've said this before, but ranged characters are far more likely to be able to get off full attacks because they don't need to reposition after their enemy is dead. They just switch targets, and so and so there's far less moving involved. So we get Rusty Dwarf Key, and we also get Commandant's Journal first half. Yep, this tome is made of high quality leather parchment. This is basically gives you background to the troll fort, to the dwarves who were living here. And I'm not going to read through this, but basically they felt they were not very smart in hindsight to have built this road of shields in the River Kingdom, and that because the rivers don't freeze, and so everyone just goes down the rivers all times a year. There's one other thing here. Yes, so it's reference to several secret rooms to store the futures, to store future immeasurable treasures. But yes, anyway, not so smart. We need to find book 2, which will tell us how to unlock these treasures. And Melee is leveled up, so we'll just do this quickly. So we are level 7 Druid. Here we go. And we get a feat, and obviously we get some new spell slots. So we're just going to take the regular stuff. I haven't made much use of Use Magic Device here, not yet, anyway. For our feat, I'm going to take one that is quite good fun, even if it's not the most useful thing. But it's Natural Spell here, and this requires Wisdom 13, so it's a bit awkward on a charisma-based druid, but it means we can cast spells while shapeshifting, which is great fun. It means there's no real reason not to be shapeshifted now. So I'm going to grab that. There, we get all these lovely new spells, fantastic stuff like Echolocation, although it's self only. We need Jubilost if we're not casting it on self only. We get attack spells. We get access to freedom of movement on the second caster, and protection from energy. Summon spells if we want. These transmutation spells. Conjuration here, Slowing Mud, and Spike Stones' transmutation. These can be quite effective. And another person who can cast Dispel Magic again. Basically, this is a nice level with a mixture of offensive and buffing spells. Cave of Wasps is quite interesting because if you're happy to go into melee, then you can have people kill themselves on you. Yeah. Anyway, her constitution's low enough that that's not a particularly good idea. But if we...
The world is full of wonder. It's time to act.
Switch to a shield. There. And we can now... shapeshift. A pretty poor AC of 20, but we get various bonuses. Natural armor due to being a wolf. Our amulet of natural armor on top of that. The shield, which for some reason affects us, and our rings still work even if our armor itself doesn't. But
friendship lasts forever.
Obviously, there's not much need to do this, but we can then mage armor on top, and 24 is fine so long as you're not actually planning on risking being hit.
Let's finish them quick.
And of course she can still demoralize while in wolf form up. It's a sort of howl.
You deserved it.
A fine use of my talents.
Not that it is quite nice because it means that when you're shapeshifted, you have a ranged attack or I should say a ranged debuff, but something that you can just use in wolf form. Of course, when Lindsay gets
No
Dirge
time
of
for
Doom,
idling.
it becomes less relevant.
Good, you dead.
Goodbye. It's just mean at this point.
Cannot hide from me. Nowhere to run. A clever ploy.
Just trying to blunder into this trap.
Is there trouble? Anything else?
So we're just gonna pop out through this door.
I'll share my path.
And up here, there should be this little body, or regular sized body, with another key. So basically we're collecting lots of keys. I can't for the life of me tell you which key applies to which door. Just try and grab them all. And just round the corner, we are going to encounter one of the named enemies. Here. If I just sneak round.
This is my time to shine.
So up here, Nagrundi. Now Nagrundi, level 6 humanoid, level 5 ranger. So if you compare, Kargard was I think 6 and 5 in fighter. Nice strength, nice constitution, lots of hit points, modest AC. Obviously with this high fire resistance from this protection from fire, and yeah, attacks are not as high, but of course we have I didn't want to do it on cargo because it felt a bit mean, but obviously we can just attempt to drop it like that, and then run away really quickly. It's a good instance where Expeditious Retreat comes in. Ooh, somebody hit the. Was that a crit? No, flat-footed. It's always a pain.
What a waste.
Remembering to avoid getting hit flat-footed is. I don't like taking damage because it means we need to heal, and healing takes time because Harem is in no way set up for doing healing through channeling. Anyway, potion of cure wounds, just some gunk. But we can check out these two. So this should be our 8th piece, and Thorax pendant, and a heavy shield +1. That's nice. We can just double check. Inventory. Sort by type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Those are our 8 pieces of the helmet. So obviously when we return from here, we'll be able to
The end draws near.
assemble that via the storyteller. We don't have much good hope left. We'll waste it picking up edible moss. There we go. I'll solve these puzzles when, in fact, I'll do one of them, and then we'll talk about it when we actually find the solution. But it just means I don't need to travel back. So we just want to set this one to the lightning bolt. They've got some sort of rune names. Dwarves, they love runes. Anyway, grab our little bits. So we're still operating on 1 rest, and like I said, I really don't want to have to rest in this dungeon because it means we get back to the capital slightly later, which my time margins are very tight. If an event has popped up, if a problem has popped up, I kind of want to be back with just half a day to spare.
Any last wishes?
These are our Kobold blades, so we're getting slightly harder. Fighters level 4, high dex, attack of +13. So if you've got an AC of 33 or higher, they're only going to be hitting you on a crit. But let's deal with the troll hound first, because I find them, because they can poison you. They're just a little bit annoying. There we go. And we'll just... How long we got? 1 minute.
Dangers don't frighten me.
Well, let's do this. It's probably not going to last. So, first of all, we're finally going to use protection from fire by howling, and we're gonna take the time to use one of them.
Yes?
And we've got a few cat's graces, so we're just going to use one there and a shield.
The world is full of wonder.
And yeah, see, problem is I don't want to use too much blur because hideous laughter, it'll eat into that. But I suppose we can use one.
Friendship lasts forever.
There we go. And I'm going to save because this has the opportunity to go horribly wrong. So you can see Jazon, who we met outside, is here. And yes, he and some other trolls are surrounded by a gang of kobolds. And he's really quite unhappy because we've killed lots and lots of trolls and lots of kobolds, and now he says he's going to kill us. Anyway, we didn't want to fight. They attacked us first. True? Not sure. Yeah. And yeah, I think he quite rightly says, I told you to go away, and yet you came anyway. Said it wasn't ready. And yeah, he's going to kill us, but civilized like. And he's going to bury us. And he asks the kobolds to run away. It's quite sweet. He's protective of the kobolds, who are much less capable than he is. And this spark shaman basically indicates that he's going to stay. So we get these spark shamans who are casting either Burning Arc or whatever, the Flame Blast one. It's not nice. Scorching Ray, that's the one. And Jazon here, I mean, he's 6 humanoid and then 3 barbarian, 2 fighter, so obviously he's using Rage and he's using Reckless Stance, so his AC is going to be reduced but his damage is going to be increased. High con, pretty low strength comparatively, but pretty high AC, but that will be reduced. And we've got protection from fire up, so we should be okay. We're just going to pull back because what I want is to not have to fight them all at the same time. And hopefully...
This is where I step in.
Scorching Ray. Yeah, so because it's targeting touch AC, they're hitting, you know, obviously it's quite hard to hit, that's a 19, but it's more likely to hit than if they were firing their bows at the cat. Who else we got? Blade. Let's see. Yeah.
Serves you right.
Will they ever learn?
You can actually get Dog there to demoralize. It won't do anything because I don't think his charisma is very high. But yeah, it's unlikely to work. So there we go. Now for the Now for the test. We've been saving these.
I'll share my path. Come at me, I dare you.
There we go. Hopefully. Lots of misses. We'll turn off rapid shot just because, yes, an extra attack, but -2 to hit. And I'd rather is over here. This rock thrower, level 6 only, but yeah, still got a decent attack bonus. So we got 1 hit. Almost dead though. Yeah. In fact, actually dead. Now this next one. There. Okay. So a tough fight made a lot easier by just pulling back into this room and using the cat to deal with it. Now I'm going to save up because there's a and he drops his hide armor +3, which is quite nice. I'm just going to save up because we want to interact with this rune. This is one more harem interaction, and we're going to hope that this all works. Here you go, buddy. Look, this is the rune of the Langabuk clan. Now they know. Now we know the place where their path ended. Let Grotus wrap them up in his eternal emptiness. And he tries to touch it, but at the last moment he jerks his fingers away. And yes, Jubilos, so useless interjection. Anyway, this is what we were hoping would pop up. Knowledge world check. As far as I heard, there's a big dwarven clan, the Langabuk, somewhere in Druma. I guess they own some sort of trade caravan business. They even own a store in Restov, supposedly. And, yeah, okay. We've shown you wrong, Harem. Anyway. Every living creature is bound to die, he claims, but without too much certainty. We can ask, why does the rune shine? And the answer is basically, it's enchanted, right? And, do you know anything about this clan? Well, a little bit. But weirdly, this text here is contrary to what we just talked about. So essentially, you want to pick number 4, or run through these other ones, and then pick number 4, or pick number 4, and just leave. Anyway, for all we know, the dwarfs just left. We can't be so sure about their deaths. And yeah, all your hopes are empty. Has there any hopes in the world? I must add. Yeah, thanks, Harem. Anyway, and again. Yeah, I've mentioned in the previous video about the writing for this particular questline, and I don't think Alice or myself would ever say, yeah, it's so sad, let's go, to Harem. But that's our option, so there we go. And while this Inspire Competence is up, we're just going to try and reveal this door. There we go. I see something. And in we come. And let's just open this chest. Oh no, it's a mimic. Right. They're immune to acid damage, I believe. Yeah. So, not much use there if we had even got off an acid splash. But, that's nice. It doesn't give us any... That's what we wanted. So, level 10. Regular stats. Rubbish armor class is why they die so quickly. So... absolutely nothing to worry about there, unless you're, completely unprepared. Stuff, and in here, better stuff. So this is a shock-light crossbow. So this is a little crossbow which does plus 1d6 electric, and it's a plus 1 weapon, and it's worth a lot of money, and it's just the weapon I had in mind for Lindsay, who is our little support archer. Now, there you go, Lindsay. And it has a cool glowing effect. So, yeah, really nice weapon. We could, in fact, swap Jubilos' weapon there, and it will mean less damage, but it does mean he doesn't have his speed reduced even further, because of course he's got 20 speed there, and if he is medium encumbered, it drops down to 15, and he's already, as a short race, is already really slow. So you see Harem is on 20, but he's normally 30, so that's quite nice, and of course everyone else is at 30. But it puts Lindsay on it puts Jubilos on a footing with the slower of our party. which I far prefer to super slow at 50. Just get the cat to open. Good work. See about disarming this.
Applause, please.
And there's a slightly tricky corridor fight coming up here. I'm gonna see if we can disarm this. I don't think it aggroes anything.
Applause, please.
So, yeah, this fight here. So we've just got a few trolls, and what I'm actually gonna do, since we've got them and I haven't been using them, we'll cast some of these 1 minute scrolls of bless. Could have used the what do you call it? The hand of Magus Dan to try and stop them disappearing, but we didn't. Anyway, we're gonna just see. This might all backfire. We're just gonna see if we can take out this one, and I believe there is a boomsayer, which is quite annoying. There. So yes, quite a few trolls. And bad luck, buddy. That doesn't look good for you. Okay. Let's focus on this one, hopefully without any cats or dogs dying, because there's a lot of trolls hitting at them. And this one here is not dead yet.
Stand down.
Who did 8 damage to you, troll? Okay, one there. One there. Everyone there. Oh, yeah. Brutal. Attack. Attack. And attack.
You offended me.
Easy. I say it's tough, but it's not that tough. I have I ran through this beforehand and I made a terrible mistake there, and everyone the cat I let its AC drop too low and we charged in and it was killed outright. So yeah, it doesn't always go that well. So this is I guess
So, any brilliant ideas?
a slightly tricky encounter for, I guess, one reason. I'll see whether we can show this off. And that reason is not the giant greater spiders, but there is a trap here. Well, I guess we'll have to see it later. And behind the trap is a Kobold Death Shaman. Let's just deal with one of these.
Now, the beginning of the hunt.
And run away. That's one. There's 5 spiders there. Actually, good point. If we find spiders, see what you can do, Nelly. We'll come in, and we'll come in. So this here, you can see there, level 5 sorcerer. And what they're going to be casting. In fact, it doesn't say. It's in Wrath of the Righteous where it shows what spells they've got, but that looks like fear or, fear adjacent. So when he appears there,
I grant you death.
we'll just see about killing him. And everyone else.
Any last wishes?
Part of these various spiders. There we go. It's Bone Shaker. And dead. Did manage to Bone Shaker the cat though, unfortunately. And you lot should probably
Your time is over.
target someone who's not in melee combat, because it, well, doesn't really matter. But be a moderately higher chance of hitting. There we go. So yeah, the shaman can do a fair amount of damage, and if we look, they have frontliners have taken a few hits. Pick up a Thorax pendant, and I believe it has a silver dwarven key. We're going to take all that and have a little look in here. Find this trap. There it is. Yeah, so it's just if you engage them in this room, you can't get to the
Anything else?
you can't get to the shaman because he's hiding behind a trap and a load of spiders, and he will cast at you. More Tuskwater oysters. It's always nice.
Applause, please.
And this nice chainmail +2, which I guess Jathel will appreciate.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Was there anything else left on this lot? So, see, we've sort of part cleared this area. We're just gonna come down here.
This is my time to shine.
And this progresses us a bit further on. This is quite an interesting room here, which I think we'll visit slightly later.
Adventures call to them. Applause.
Or maybe we can do this now, while the cat has all these various buffs up. So
Patience.
let's just do a bit of healing. And in we come. I will save because I don't want to have to repeat a load of stuff should things all go pear-shaped, but it's not that likely. Anyway, we got Kobold Teacher here, and we got trolls, and we got kobolds, and guess he's acting like a teacher. I guess because he is a teacher. Borba words. Listen closely and speak after. Yes. Yes, they are the sort of comedy relief. And, yes. Glub, eat. Glub, eat. Eats. Yes, here. This is the answer to our question. What does Borba mean? Borba means meat. So yeah, when they call us Borba, they're referring to us as meat. Yes, meats. Yeah. And well, they're flipping out. Duh, kill, Borba, meat. Yeah, they're just gonna attack. It's not very nice.
Dust you will go.
Anyway, better fight. All those red lines look scary. We got Kobold Teacher with does the cat have shield up? Yeah, that's a bit of foresight, isn't it? Don't really need to worry about the kobolds, but well, I guess it's to be experienced as a group. So, see if we can bring everyone else in. Just attack there.
Away, you rascal!
That's a lot of misses. Yeah, I'll turn that back on because they got low AC. What is the blade AC? 26. Wow.
Will they ever learn?
Kill that. Ooh, cat took a hit. 12 from the troll. Target priority. Yes, the troll. Which is now dead. Everyone there.
Use of my talents.
No, it's not. So why? What's going on, everyone?
Ebbs low.
Knocked down. Repeatedly.
West.
You're never gonna hit archers with no appropriate feats. Or you're going to crit for 3 damage. Who did that?
Stand down.
So basically, I talked about the puzzle upstairs. This is the answer. Moon needs to be this little fishy rune thing, and sun needs to be this little lightning bolt thing. And I'll try and remember to pop back upstairs and sort that out, because there's some nice treasure in here.
Would you look at that?
Some stuff. Some more stuff, including a scroll of whole person. I don't think there's anything in
I'll
here.
share my path.
But we will make sure to see what they've got. There we go, bits and pieces. We want to check out the teacher as well. Because as a teacher, they've got an inventory full of books. Fairy Tales of Avestan, The River Freedoms. We haven't seen this one, I don't think, but this is the sort of the maxims, credos, mottos of the River Kingdoms here, which you're supposedly meant to adhere to. Chronicle of Blades, that's nice, and Prodigal Sons, which I think we've seen before. Anyway, let's grab the rest of the stuff. Actually, Kobold Blades have Masterwork Short Sword, so I'm going to have to go through and scoop up various things afterwards if we want to make the most out of this. Pick up some mushrooms. There we go. And we'll just come down here before all our buffs expire. So it's not a difficult
Reed,
fight.
I am prepared to meet my end. Are you?
Get rid of those troll hounds. I just really dislike them. Imagine a cross between a dog and a troll. It's like an abomination. And then down here, as I remembered vaguely,
Anything else?
and I think that this door is locked and we don't have the key, but might be proved wrong. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So you can actually attempt these trickery checks, so you can unlock a lot of the doors that that need them, but not all of them. Not plot relevant doors. Anyway, let's make sure that, because some of these kobolds have keys, and I kind of forget which ones. So I might need to go scooping up various bits and pieces afterwards. So let's head on through here. Let's position ourselves, because we've got Troll Hound, Troll. Let's do it this way. Oops. There you go.
You
We'll take it the hard way.
But a single troll and a single troll hound is about as dangerous as one might think at this stage. If someone could throw some acid in there, that would be quite nice. Oops.
Quiet, I'm thinking.
Quiet, I'm thinking. So I mean, having done the Jazon fight, there's a couple more tricky ones, and then of course there's a boss battle at the end. But there's nothing that we can't handle at our current
I'll share my path.
level, I should say. This one's a bit difficult. Well, let's make sure we're ready for it, because there's just a lot of kobolds actually. So if you send Doggo over here, we can don't do that. Do not do that. We can bring everyone else in, and we got a conversation. Anyway, they're arguing over loot. This is Troll's loot, and the kobolds are. They always seem to be a bit out of it. Like they sort of live in another world. Yeah, they're completely oblivious to the danger that these trolls hanging around pose to them, and they're too busy looking through all the loot, which has been stolen from neighbouring villages. Rags, tables, a massive oak bureau. Tartuk spoils allows. And this tendency to repeat stuff. Our Golka see loot first, share later. This obviously things aren't all perfect here, and yeah, they just sort of zone out, and this bizarre sort of relationship between them, where they they intend to tell on them instead. There's restraint, however. They've cracked open this bureau, and within it is something we're looking for. This is Bartholomew's whip, the item of great sentimental importance, as he referred to it. And it just initiates combat like that. Alright, 2 trolls, not scary. Boomsayer, not nice. So,
True. I got you dead.
see what you can do, Ekun. And Doggo, I've been saving this for you. See if you can charge in there. Actually, let's do the whole works. And hopefully the cat won't die. There we go. 1.
Serves you right.
And have we got any more?
You
Get there. You saw there Lindsay's little spark crossbow. Ooh, a hit. Okay, now let's actually take out these trolls because they're dangerous. And easy peasy. Apparently, though hitting them is a bit tricky. Let's go
Your
there.
life ebbs low.
But not like, oh dear. Incurring an attack of opportunity to run away, and it's a critical hit.
Hide from me.
Any last wishes?
Let's actually see what we can do. Foolish combat.
Away, you rascal!
That's why it's good to have mirror image up, because you can run away from something like that without ending up in a bit of a mess. Oh, I think I picked up a shield. Anyway, this is what we're looking for. Black Whip. That will complete that quest when we return it to Bartholomew. Here we go. And I'm actually going to stop the video here because it's over. I'd only meant it to be half an hour and we've overrun considerably. See a little line there? Strange micro bug. Anyway, this is the Troll's Treasury. Reminds you of a city dump. It reminds me actually of the mites in the under the old sycamore. Anyway, I will pause it there and I will see you in the next video.